Am I the a-hole for telling my father's affair partner to shut the F up and that she will never be part of the family? Throw away. Okay, buckle up because this is a messy one. For clarity, AP equals affair partner. About 2 or 3 years ago, my dad, 24F here, he's in his 50s, blew up our entire family by cheating on my mom. And not just some brief fling. He had a full-on affair with a woman who knew damn well he was married. She wasn't tricked, she wasn't misled, she just didn't care. My brothers and I were devastated when everything came out, and our relationship with our dad has never been the same. Honestly, if it were up to us, we'd have no contact with him at all. But unfortunately, family gatherings mean we sometimes end up in the same room with him and his AP. Fast forward about a year ago, something big happened in my life. I ended up becoming a mom in a very unconventional way. One of my neighbors who struggles with addiction gave birth to a baby boy. This woman already had more than 10 children, half of whom she'd given away, and sadly, some of the others have ended up in really tragic circumstances, jail, abusive homes, you name it. It's heartbreaking. When her baby was born, she started leaving him with my grandmother for days at a time. I stepped in when he was only a week old, taking care of him like he was my own. Over time, it became clear that his mother didn't want him. She even admitted it outright, saying she was pregnant again and couldn't deal with another child. That was it for me. I knew I couldn't let this baby be tossed aside. So I began the process of legally adopting him. It's not always easy. It's a sensitive, painful topic within the family, but everyone loves my son. He's become a light in our lives after everything that's happened. My grandmother especially adores him, and he's brought so much joy to her. Now, here's where the drama explodes. My father's AP has a 5-year-old son. Just to clarify, this boy is definitely not my father's child. He has his own dad. But because she drags him everywhere with my dad, she seems desperate to make it look like he's part of our family. The sad thing is, the kid is innocent in all of this. None of this is his fault. My whole family goes out of their way to be kind to him, because he's just a child. My baby even plays with him. But his mom, my dad's AP, cannot stand that everyone genuinely loves my son. She's constantly jealous, making these backhanded, passive-aggressive comments. She refuses to acknowledge me as my son's mother. Instead, she'll bring up his biological mom every chance she gets, like she wants to remind me and everyone else that my baby isn't really mine. She also tries to worm her way into family events, pushing for inclusion when no one actually wants her there. My siblings always shut her down, making it clear she's not invited to things. But because of my dad, sometimes she still shows up. Yesterday was my grandmother's birthday. We were all gathered to celebrate, and of course, my dad's AP was there with her son. Things were fine at first, tense but manageable, until it came time for photos. My grandma wanted a picture with her youngest grandson, my baby. But then the AP swooped in, dragging her son into the shot, trying to stage this whole grandma with her grandkids moment. It was so uncomfortable. My grandma, not wanting to make the child feel excluded, went along with it. But after the photo, when the kids were playing in another room, my grandma quietly told the AP, "Listen, your son is not my grandson. Please don't make him think he is. That's not fair to him." Well, the AP did not take that well. She immediately got defensive and snapped back, saying something along the lines of, "Well, your grandson isn't really family either. He's not her kid by blood, and my son has more right to be here because he's basically a son to my dad now." That was the last straw for me. I lost it. I told her, flat out, to shut the F up. I said, "Unlike you, I'm actually part of this family. That means my son is family too. No matter how much you try, you will never be one of us. To everyone here, you're just my father's W** or, until he gets bored and moves on. The only reason you even get invited to things is because we're being polite and don't want to deal with my dad's whining. So maybe sit down and shut your mouth." She burst into tears. My dad immediately started yelling at me, and my grandma jumped in to defend me, which led to the two of them screaming at each other. Now my grandma and my dad are fighting again, which breaks my heart, because they only recently started speaking after years of distance caused by his affair. My mom is like a second daughter to my grandma, so she was furious when the cheating happened. Things had just started to settle after my grandpa's health issues, and now it feels like everything's blown up again. And here I am, feeling conflicted. On one hand, I don't regret standing up for my son. He is my family whether AP likes it or not. And she crossed a huge line by diminishing him in front of my grandma. But on the other hand, I feel guilty that I caused a blow up at my grandmother's birthday and reopened wounds between her and my dad. So, am I the a-hole for telling my father's AP to shut the F up and reminding her she'll never actually be part of his family?